Hey you guys, hope you're doing good. Sorry I took so long to make another video, but I'm here and kind of have a little topic to talk about. But yeah, so what's been up with me? Well, I took kind of like a break for about a month from like making YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I'm back from that now, and I'm probably going to be making some more videos on this channel when I think of things or God tells me to make a video of something. I'm trying to be sensitive to hearing Him about that. It's kind of different because with makeup tutorials, obviously, I don't think like I mean, of course He could tell me to make a video, but I haven't really heard anything like that as of yet. Man, that's kind of an interesting thought. Sorry. Anyway, so I am a little stepped up right now. Sorry if I sound funny, but so thanks you guys for like still commenting and talking to me and stuff on here. I appreciate that. So yeah, I've been doing really good for the most part. Like 90% of my life has been really good. So there's like still a few points where I'm just like, God, I trust you. God, I trust you. God, I trust you. I think I say that like 100 times a day. But yeah, I'm just waiting on Him and just learning to be patient and trusting Him. And it's not like He's not showing me stuff, because He is. Like every day He's revealing stuff to me, and it's just been so incredible. Just falling more in love with Him, really. And so I'm so thankful for what He's doing right now, and just feel really, really blessed. And I just want to share kind of something that's really hit me. Like, I mean, He's taught me so much recently. Like, I don't know if I've said this before, but I mean, during my Christian raising, I never really got into the Word a whole lot, and so now I'm starting to like really realize the importance of it and stuff. And so I was like, God, give me a hunger for Your Word, because I don't want to just like read it because it's a religious act, you know, like a chore or something like that. You know, I want to actually have a hunger to read it and to really read it with God's, you know, hearing Him as I'm reading it. So it's not just like reading the words and going, like memorizing a verse or something, but it's actually like God speaking to me about what this thing actually means. And so I started reading like last week. Gosh, it was just like, yeah, a week ago, and I've already learned like so much. It's been incredible. I'm like, whoa, I mean, you know, all the things I could have learned over the years that I didn't study it at all. And so, gosh, but I know God is so good to redeem us for the time where we mess up. So, yeah, I'm just so thankful right now. But anyway, so what I kind of wanted to just talk about really quick was how I've been listening to a teaching by Mike Bickle, who's I guess you could say the leader of IHOP in Kansas City International House of Prayer, and he has a teaching on Song of Solomon, which is like 24 CDs long. We have this audiobook version of it because he's obviously speaking, and it's been so incredible. Like, so much revelation has come from that. God just showing me stuff that I never even had heard of before or even thought about before. It's just totally opening my mind. So if you have a chance to get it, I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I don't necessarily, I'm not saying like I totally agree with like every single thing they say. I mean, because everybody, you know, we all have our different ideas and things like that. But I mean, for the most part, it's really like solid truth and just really in the Bible and stuff. This one verse, which is in Matthew 22, I just want to read it really quickly. Okay, starting in verse 35, it says, "And one of their number, a lawyer, asked Him a question to test Him, Jesus. 'Teacher, what kind of commandment is great and important, the principal kind in the law? Some commandments are light, which are heavy.'" Basically, this is the Amplified, so it's very wordy, but it says, "And He replied to him, 'You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great, most important principle and first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as you do yourself. These two commandments sum up, and upon them depend all the law and the prophets.'" So, man, this is just like, and it's just like what I'm going back to kind of where I got this revelation from was listening to that Mike Bickle teaching, and how he was saying how the greatest thing that we can do is love God. I mean, that is the greatest thing. It says that the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with your soul, and with all your mind, your intellect. So it's like, I mean, yeah, sure, we all want to do great things. I mean, you know, there's something in us. Like, some people maybe just like, oh, you know, I'll be fine doing this and this. But really, I think deep inside everybody, there's just a call, basically, of God, just God placing something in you, a dream, a desire to do something great for Him, you know. And so those things are all good, and God wants us to accomplish them. But even if we don't in our life, He's still, like, as long as He is, like, our number one goal, just to know Him more, to love Him more, to have relationship with Him, to understand Him, to hear from Him, to talk with Him, you know, all of those things that just come from, like, a tight relationship and just deeper intimacy with God, you know, all those things. It's like, that's really the greatest thing that we could ever do on this earth, you know. And it's like, it's just so freeing to know that we don't have to strive to become somebody, you know. I mean, really, God is so faithful that if we are diligently seeking Him, we're diligently seeking His face, we're diligently seeking His heart and His mind, like what's on His mind and what He's speaking, what He's saying, you know, or just worshiping Him, or, you know, just learning about Him, you know, if we're doing that, it's like He's so faithful that He's going to lead us to pursue these dreams. And it may come step by step, slowly. It may come just like that. I mean, we never know. I mean, there are so many, like, desires of my heart that I have yet to see fulfilled, but I know that God has put them there for a reason, and I trust that He's going to pull those out someday, and He's going to give me the opportunities to step out. And so I just want to encourage you guys that, I mean, really, you know, don't stuff down those dreams. Keep asking God, but really don't just, like, beg for it, because, you know, He does, I mean, He puts those in you, so you don't have to, like, say, oh God, please give me this, you know, because He's put it in you. He's gonna give it to you. Just trust Him with it, you know. Just be like, God, you know, I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna tell you how to pray, you know, but yeah. So I just want to encourage you to just really seek God, and just let that be. Just, I mean, really, this is what Jesus said to us. It's like, that's the first thing. That's the number one thing that we should do. And I mean, it's not about, like, God being, like, number one in our life, you know, like God's number one, you know, loving people and ourselves is number two. I mean, yes, those are the commandments there, but then going on to say, like, oh, well, then family is next, and then friends, and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no real list of love. It's like, if you love God, and you know that God loves you, because He just loves you, period, that's gonna, like, overflow into every aspect of your life. I mean, when you really love God, and you are really, like, seeking Him and just devoted to Him, you are going to automatically just love people, and you are going to be listening to God in every single area of your life. I mean, work, recreational things, entertainment, you know, all those things. It's like, because you're talking with God, you're communing with God all the time, it's just like He is going to be speaking to you, so you're going to be listening to Him and just overflowing of what He wants to do in your life. And so, yeah, it's just, oh my gosh, so much stuff. But it's really, I mean, it's really as simple as just loving God. So, yeah, and I mean, the whole second, you know, thing about the second commandment about loving your neighbor as yourself, a really awesome revelation that one of my friends got was just like, you know, to love your neighbor as yourself, you actually have to love yourself. So, I mean, that's a big thing I know with a lot of people, and I mean, I, of course, still struggle with that, just, like, accepting who I am, and God is so helping me just become confident in who He's made me to be, and not be shy, or not be, like, you know, ashamed of maybe my personality or different things like that, because it's like, that's how He's made me to be. And sure, I may be different from everybody else, but it's important to be different, because He has placed that personality in me, and the special gifts that He's given me and you are, like, He's made us that way for specific reasons, and to really, like, reach out to other people. And, you know, who knows what God is going to do with our lives, and just even people just watching us or seeing us. So but yeah, it's just, so, I mean, there's, you know, you gotta love yourself, and you gotta love your neighbor. You gotta love everybody, really. Once again, if you're seeking God and loving Him, that's just gonna overflow in every area of your life. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to share. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. I didn't want it to be. I didn't want to like just talk your ears off or anything. But yeah, I really love you guys, and I thank you so much for watching my videos and just commenting. And I really hope God just touches your life. I mean, not even just from what I said, but I bless you, and I pray that He would just touch your life, that He would make Himself real to you, and that you would just be confident and know that He is with you, He is for you, and He loves you so much. So yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome day, night, afternoon, whatever, and just keep seeking Him. Don't give up. Just wait on Him and just be patient. Just love Him, and even if you don't feel His presence all the time, or maybe you haven't even experienced that yet, you know, just ask for it, and you know, if you don't feel it, it's okay. You know, just really just trust God, because He's gonna give you what you need in His own timing, because He knows what you need, and He's perfect. So anyway, thanks you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I already said all that, so I think I need to go to bed now. Good night.